So now let's talk about the appreciation of our sentimental artwork and art form globally in the following, which are the world art, Asian art, local art, and my personal art appreciation. So in the world art, Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night is one of the most iconic post-impressionist paintings. This artwork, created or painted in June 1889 during Van Gogh's stay at Saint Paul de Massol Asylum in Saint Remy, France. So the medium of this artwork consists of oil on canvas and the size of 73.7 by 92.1 centimeter of this artwork. So this is now permanently housed at the Museum of Modern Art, or the MoMA, in New York City. So the visual interpretation of this artwork, as we can see, there is a swirling night sky with a bright crescent moon and stars, a dark cypress tree which symbolizes death and mourning in the foreground, and a quiet village below. So this artwork uses a thick textured brushstrokes or called impasto. So that convey movement and emotions, contrasting warm yellows or oranges of the sky with cool blues or greens of the landscape. Behind this artwork has emotional context that reflects Van Gogh's inner turmoil and his fascination with nature's spiritual power. He wrote about the paintings in letters to his brother, Theo, so describing his desire to capture the infinite in the night sky. Now let's move on to the Asian art. So our Asian art right now is Katsushika Hokusai's The Great Wave of Kanagawa. Is a famous Japanese woodblock print from his 36 views of Mount Fuji series that easy to recognize and full of simple, powerful ideas. This artwork has made around 1830 to 1833 during Japan's Edo period, or when woodblock art was popular for everyday people to buy. This artwork has a huge frothy blue wave curling over small fishing boats with tiny figures in the bows bracing for impact. And in the distance, there is a tiny, calm Mount Fuji peeks out from behind the waves. Hokusai uses bold lines and bright, flat colors that have no shading to make the wave feel massive and threatening, like it's about to crash right at the viewer. So this woodblock print has simple meanings such as the giant wave shows how big and unpredictable nature is, while the tiny boats and Mount Fuji, which is a symbol of stability in Japan, remind us how how small people are next to it. So fishing was a common job back then. So Hokusai makes a regular, risky task with a stunning, dramatic scene to make art that felt relatable. Now let's move on to the Filipino art, which is Fernando Amorsolo's The Rice Planting. So Fernando Amorsolo, born on 1892 to 1972, named the Philippines' first national artist for painting in 1972. So, is celebrated for capturing the idyllic beauty of rural Filipino life and the resilience of its people. His iconic 1946 oil painting, which is the rice planting, embodies his signature style and cultural significance. So the core imagery of this artwork, so the work depicts a sun-dappled rice paddy where Filipino farmers, which is the men, women, and children, collaborate to plant seedlings. So Amor Solo uses soft golden sunlight because his trademark golden hour lighting. So the bat, the scene highlighting the farmers' gentle movements and the lush greenery of Luzon's countryside. So the cultural context of this artwork is the rice planting is a foundational practice in Filipino agrarian culture. So tied to communal labor, seasonal rituals, and family bonds. So Amorsolo's portrayal avoids romanticizing hardship, such as instead uh, it emphasizes the dignity of rural work and the harmony between humans and nature. So the artistic technique of his artwork is he uses loose brush strokes to create a sense of warmth and movement with vibrant hues of green, gold, and sky blue that reflect the Philippine tropical landscape. So the painting also includes subtle details like a bamboo cart in the background and farmers' traditional barut saya, which is the women's blouses and skirts, and the barong Tagalog, which is the men's linen shirts in the Philippines. So Amorsolo's work became a symbol of national identity during the post-colonial era, reminding Filipinos of their cultural roots amid rapid modernization. So now, let's talk about my personal connection. So let's talk about what I recently admired. So I really like the artwork of Vincent van Gogh's painting, which is The Starry Night. So behind this artwork, he painted it during a voluntary 12-month stay at the asylum in France. So, where Van Gogh sought treatment for severe mental health struggles. So he created this artwork from his asylum window. Through he simplified the village landscape and added the cypress tree, which was not visible from his room. So he wrote to this brother Theo about the peace, describing his desire to capture the infinite beauty of the sky as a source of comfort amid his pain. So I love the artwork of Vincent van Gogh, especially the artwork which is the Starry Night. For he painted this artwork despite his mental health struggles, where this artwork was his therapy of making his self relief of his mental health struggles. So that is why I really like this artwork, not just for its creativity, but also because it has a lot of meaning behind his artwork. Okay, so that's all for my video. I hope you understand the content of my video. Yes, that's all. Thank you. Peace.